Sub Factory. Akai got another one. DJ Khaled voice. They got another one, man. It's a brand new plug-in from Akai called Sub Factory, and it's like Bassline XL, man. It's like Bassline on steroids. It's like Bassline if there was another Bassline with another Bassline inside of another Bassline with a cool UI. That's what Sub Factory is. You know, I like it a lot. We're going to go through some of the presets. We're going to go through some of the different screens and different things that it offers, you know, and I'm just going to let you hear it. I'm not going to go through all the names. I'm not going to go through all of that. I'm just going to let you hear the results and see. You can see I'm turning the knobs and you can hear what the sound is doing. And that way you can see if you like it or not, if it's for you. I already know it's for me because I like bass music. What's going on, guys? It's your brother O.T.G. The O.T.G's for Overtime Grind. Hardly seen, but I'm always around. And today we're working in Sub Factory, the new plugin from Akai and Music. You know, standalone VST. I don't know about the VST. We'll check it out one day in Ableton. But today is not that day. Today, we're going to check it out in the MPC Live II. If you have your headphones on, which you should anytime we start talking about bass, you can hear in the background that that's what it is. It's got a bunch of different options, a bunch of different ways that you can turn these presets and make them yours, you know. One of the keys and one of the things is it's got great distortion and saturation. I see it already, but you know, you should be able to hear some of this bass on your headphones, on your laptop, on your TV, in your car, you know what I mean? And just having a dedicated plug-in for your 808 is going to make it better anyway, you know what I mean? That's just my opinion. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment. Check out the master classes and all that cool stuff that I have for sale. That's a great way you can support this channel. So far you can see all of the different options and they're super receptive. I definitely think that it'll help you get to a idea, you know, and if you have bass driven music or you're looking for bass to come through and cut through the mix, you definitely can get it done with Sub Factory, you know. What I'm not going to do is compare it to a bunch of other plugins. I'm going to compare it to the plugins that's inside of the MPC already. It doesn't make sense to compare it to other plugins when we're the standalone boys over here, and so we're going to use it for how it works inside of our MPC. That's the logic and the way that we're going to look at it. And for what it provides to the MPC, it does provide another level. It's like having a bass line inside of a bass line that's on steroids with a cool, colorful UI, and breaking down the options to more options so you can customize and get your bass to better fit in the mix. Everything comes on real easy with just a touch of a button. You know how easy it is to automate inside of the MPC. So I think that, you know, this is a great addition. For me and the type of music that I make, it's definitely a great addition to have something kind of sub-oriented. I love bassline and I'll still use bassline, but I think between bassline and Sub Factory, they pretty much got bass covered. You know, on top of having the other plugins like Juno, and Jura, and Mini D, all of these other plugins that specialize in bass as well. I think that Sub Factory is a great addition to have, especially on the go. You know, I got it on my MPC One, and man, it definitely is going to have a track in most of my tracks. Let me say it that way. It's going to have a track in most of my tracks. Track that track. You know what I mean? I think for people who are preset hungry, you know, there's a bunch of presets, and I definitely think you can find a bass to complement any of your music. But you guys kind of know how I am. I like to turn knobs, twist knobs, and kind of sometimes make it mine. Like this right here, you know what I mean? I think we might do a cook up and just see what we get. Vibes take us. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment. Checking out Sub Factory right now. Just tap the tempo in. I think we about to put that work in. Let me get my 1-2 together. You know what I mean? Now we got something cooking up. So you can see how fast it can spark inspiration. Down here to grab some strings and throw them on there. Set it up. We got it right now in a B minor. Housekeeping, make sure we name the tracks for later when we want to do the mutes. Pads off real quick, you know. Throw a piano on there. Probably go through and change the model of the piano too. You know, one of the things even with the bass synth and all this stuff is you got to go through the screens, man. You know, you hear that bass cutting through right there, it's going crazy right now. I don't know where the bass is going to lead us, but it's already leading us someplace that sounds pretty good, you know. It's a cook. It's getting warm in here. I might have to get my get my wrist game together. Go ahead and whip something up real quick, you know. Try to come up with a piano melody. Simple. I don't want to cook forever. Let's go ahead and change the model of this though. Then what we'll do is we'll add some reverb, some delay, turn up the level a little bit. Probably hop on another track and add some high notes in. Play right now. I said decay earlier. Okay. Let's see what the high notes sound like. All right, we got a little something. Now we're gonna go to another track. Let's go ahead and name this Low Piano. So creative. Then we're gonna go to the next track and put in the high piano. Work that work. Big O.T.G. Sublab got me in the zone, not Sublab, see? Said the wrong thing, Sub Factory. It got me in the zone, man. I like it. I like it a lot. I like the ability to have it on my MPC. I like having it standalone. So far, I like how it sounds, you know what I mean? I like all the different options. And as usual, they get it right with the Q links because it's always the right options that you need in order to customize and take things the way you want to take them or take it to the next level. Definitely am feeling Sub Factory, you know what I mean? It's got me cooking up already. I'm going to track that track. It's probably always going to have a track in one of my beats. Got that Jura loaded up right now. Efficiency tip. Sometimes you don't need to go see it. You could just run through it from the main screen, get it right, and just keep it moving, you know what I mean? Especially when we try and cook that cook. Grab some drums, you know what I mean? We're gonna search our drums out, find something that fit. And move, you know what I mean? Moving the music. We found the vibe, we riding it out. That's Sub Factory, you know what I mean? We build around that main melody, see what we got. You know, we could push the line. So we could push the line and try to take it as far as we could take it. But right now, that's not every beat is that, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's what Sub Factory is going to provide for a lot of people. A lot of people spend so much time doing all this extravagant stuff with their bass. You know, and Sub Factory should cut that time in half. And might help you be able to lead with your bass. Maybe your melody is your bass. Might cut down on some of your sounds too. High quality bass will definitely do that. Always remember, one of the great things about the MPC is the search feature. People complain a lot about the memory, but if you maneuver the memory by using the search and search for the sounds that you're looking for, and think about it creatively, like I could put kick, I could put 808, I could put clap, I could put in hi-hat, but if nothing shows up, I could put hat. If nothing shows up, I could put HH. I could put perk, PERC. I could put SFX. You know, there's all kinds of things that you could just kind of type in, and it will get you to a different part of your sounds that you're not used to actually getting into, especially if you just load kits up. I'm not in love with these. Bass is so powerful, man. It's like sometimes you might not even need a snare or a clap. As you make the beat, sometimes you as a producer don't have the vision yet. The sounds might unlock the vision to the next step. So you might have a sound, you don't love it, but it feels right. So then you go ahead and place it where it feels, and then that unlocks the next level, and the next combination of sounds is what creates the love that you're looking for. Sometimes the beat's just, it's not there yet. Idea's not there yet, you know what I mean? Sub Factory definitely helps you get the idea kicked off. And the color scheme is kind of reminiscent, but that color scheme is the color scheme of MPC3. And you know we MPC 2.15 for cooking because we not in the cool club yet. I'm sure if you're watching this video, you're in it too. Color the pads so that way when I come back and save it, save the drum kit, save everything, we know what it is. Red for the kick, yellow for the snare and the clap, orange for the hi-hats, blue for the perk, purple for the samples, green for the 808. Don't know, now you know. It's at 70 BPM too. You know what I mean? If I did a double, it'd be 140. But this is a real 70, so that's another thing, another plus where that sub lab come in, and it's good because it's whamming all the way through. Feel it, you hear it. It's got body. I like it. Definitely think that it's worth it. I definitely think that it's valuable. You know, I'm going to dig way more into it. You know, I'll show you some tricks and different things because, you know, I do this every day. I'm blessed to produce every day. Shout out to all those who's working to get in the same place. Just keep working. And so I'm definitely going to provide more info and insight. But you can see we already cooking up, man. Got the wrist working. We got something hot on the stove right now. It's got a good feel. You know, it's at the good 70 BPM. That's where guys can come in and get the slow flow. They can hit it with the triplet flow. It's a lot of different flows they could put in there when you got 70 BPM and you got the vibes. And you got a strong bass line, because when you cut that bass line, it provides a whole new breath to the track. Why does that matter to the Sub Factory? Because now instead of using instruments and different things, you know what I mean, you could definitely just have a dedicated track for the sub, and you could really work it out from the plug-in, and then from there you could kind of really tweak it and give it a space inside of your song. do some drum effects work to our kick, scoped it out and make it sound right, you know what I mean? That's how you work that work. Sub Factory, O.T.G, final thoughts. About to wrap this up. Man, I think it's dope. You seen how I went through it at the beginning? We just went through, turned through some presets, went through every screen real quick in real time. It's real fluid, moves real good, sounds real good. It's a great tool for inspiration. I see it already. It inspired me to do this little cook up, little shindig that we got going on right now, you know what I mean? Little boot tapper. So, you know, I definitely could see it in a tool that you could go to in your toolbox all the time, something that you'll reach for and really create something that stands out. You know, it's got sidechain built into it. It's got so many dope things built into it. You know what I mean? I would definitely say check out the trial for yourself. But if you want the O.T.G thoughts, I'm going to give it the stamp of approval. You can go back and look through my videos. I already was a fan of Bassline. The plugin. So I'm definitely feeling a Sub Factory and having something to really work the 808s and get that sound together. Really get in certain pockets and spaces and not really have to sidechain or do certain things because you got a plug-in or some kind of synth that gives you the options to dial in spaces where the kick isn't. You know what I mean? And now bass could do what it's supposed to do. Provide that feel. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment. Make sure you check out everything in the description. You know, I'll definitely put this beat up. No, I'm not going to put this beat up. You guys heard it. You heard what you heard. And you'll see it in the next videos along with whatever else we cook up. Have a good one, guys. It's O.T.G.